morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to learn some grammar. The topic for today's grammar is the degrees of comparison of adjectives. Before we start with the degrees of comparison, let us see what is an adjective. In your lower classes, you had learned a word that describes a noun is called an adjective. What is an adjective? A word that describes a noun is called adjective, or adjectives are called as describing words. For example, clever, big, smart, etc. Now let's see what are degree of comparison of an adjective. An adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with other. It is called the degree of comparison of an adjective. It means when the quality of the adjective changes its form when you compare one noun with the other is called the degree of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison. They are the positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Children, what are the 3 degrees of comparison? Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Let's see what are these degrees. Positive degree. This degree form is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison. Positive degree form is used to refer to a single person, place, or object without comparing to anything else. For example, he is a smart boy. We are not comparing the person to another person. So, smart is the adjective in positive degree form. Second one, comparative degree. This degree form is used to compare two objects, people, or place. Comparative degree form is used to compare two objects, people, or place. For example, he is smarter than his brother. Now you are comparing one person with the other. So we say he is smarter than his brother. The word smarter or the adjective smart from positive degree is changed to comparative degree and it becomes smarter. Now the third degree is superlative degree. This is the greatest degree form of adjective. This degree form is used to compare more than two objects, people, or places. So this degree form, we compare it to more than two objects, people, or places. For example, he is the smartest boy. We add the word the before the adjective because we are speaking about a particular person. So the smartest is the superlative degree form of the adjective. Children, before we go into the rules to be followed while changing the degree of comparison, we should know what is a syllable, why do you have to count the syllable, how to count the syllable, and what are vowels. It's very important. So let's start with what are vowels. What are vowels, children? A, E, I, O, U are vowels, and all the other letters are called consonants. Now let's see what is a syllable. Syllable basically is a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound. What is a syllable? Syllable is a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound. Why do you have to count the syllable? It is very important to know how to count the syllable, because when you change a positive degree adjective to a comparative and superlative, we should know how many syllables are there in the word, and only then you can change them. So it is very important to know how to count the syllable. Now let's learn how to count the syllable. For example, take the word cat. Cat has got one vowel and also one vowel sound. Always remember, when you're counting the syllable, we don't count the vowels. We count only the vowel sound. Remember children, when counting the syllable, we don't count the vowels. Instead, we count the vowel sound. Here in the word cat, there's only one vowel and one vowel sound. So, the word cat is a one syllable word. Same way, the word dog, it's got one vowel and one vowel sound. So, it is also a one syllable word. Let's take the word hungry. Hungry has got one vowel, but it has got two vowel sounds. Do you know how? The letter Y ends with the vowel sound E. Hungry. So, the word hungry has got two vowel sounds, and it's a two syllable word. Hungry. Now let's take the word beautiful. Beautiful has got five vowels in it, but it has got only three vowel sound. Beautiful. So it is a three syllable word. Beautiful. Now let's take the word adorable. Adorable has got four vowels in it. In English, a word that ends with E, mostly the E sound is silent. But in the word adorable, L, it ends with LE. So it's got a sound ill. So the word adorable has four vowel sounds. A, do, ra, bl. So it's a four syllable word. Now when you take the word college, even college ends with the word letter E. Here E sound is silent. College. So college has got three vowels and two vowel sound. So it is a two syllable word. College. I hope you understood what is a syllable, why we have to count the syllable, and how to count the syllable. Now let's see the rules to be followed. Rule number 1. Add ER and EST to most one or two syllable word that ends with a consonant. So the first rule says that when you change the positive degree adjective to a comparative and superlative, we add er and est. To which word? The word that has got one or two syllable, and remember it ends with a consonant. For example, fast. F-A-S-T. A is a vowel and it ends with the word letter T, which is a consonant. So when you change it to comparative, it becomes faster, and superlative becomes fastest. Deep, deeper, deepest. At the same time, you should remember, if the positive degree adjective ends with E, we add only R or ST to the adjective. So if the positive degree adjective, for example, wise, it ends with the letter E. So when you change it to comparative, we add only R with the positive degree word. And to superlative, we add only ST. So it becomes wise, wiser, wisest. Brave, braver, bravest. Now coming to rule number 2. If the positive degree adjective ends with the letter Y and has a consonant before it, then drop the Y and add IER and IEST to it. This means the positive degree adjective word ends with the letter Y. For example, lucky, L-U-C-K-Y. It ends with the letter Y. And it's got a consonant before that. K. K is a consonant. So when you change it to comparative degree, we take away the Y and add IER. And to superlative degree, we take away the Y and add IEST. So it becomes lucky, luckier, luckiest. Busy, busier, busiest. Is the rule number 2 clear to you, children? Now coming to rule number 3. If the positive degree adjective of one syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, we should double the ending consonant and add ER and EST to it. This means if the positive degree adjective of one syllable word and that ends with a vowel and a consonant together, it ends with a vowel plus a consonant, then what we do, we double the ending consonant and add ER or EST. For example, big. I is a vowel, G is a consonant. So when you change it to comparative degree, we double the consonant, the last consonant, GG. So it becomes bigger. And for superlative degree, it becomes biggest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Now coming to rule number 4. If the positive degree adjective has more than 2 syllables, we form the comparative by using the word more to the positive adjective and the superlative by using the word most to the positive adjective. This means the positive degree adjective has got more than 2 syllables. Okay? And when you change it to comparative degree, we use the word more before the positive degree. And when you change it to superlative, we use the word most before the positive degree. For example, beautiful. Beautiful is a three-syllable word, as we learned before. So, when you change it to comparative degree, it becomes more beautiful, and superlative becomes most beautiful. Same way, wonderful, more wonderful, most wonderful. Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Hope the first four rules are clear to you. Now coming to the last rule. Rule number 5. There are some adjectives that do not form the comparative and superlative of the positive. They are called irregular degree of comparison. The rule number 5 says there are some adjectives which do not form the same as the positive degree adjective. They do not form the comparative and superlative of their positive degree. Instead, they have a different word. Okay? These are called irregular degree of comparison. For example, good becomes better in comparative degree and best in superlative degree. Many, more, most. Late, later, last. Little, less, least. Hope all the rules are clear to you. Now let's do some exercise. Tim is intelligent than Peter. The adjective is given in the bracket. The question is, Tim is dash. The adjective is intelligent than Peter. So now see which rule is applicable here. Rule number 4. Rule number 4 is applicable here. Isn't it, children? What does the rule number 4 say? When the positive adjective has more than 2 syllables. The word intelligent has more than 2 syllables. So what do you add when you're converting it to comparative degree? We add the word more. So here Tim is compared to Peter. We are comparing two people, isn't it? So you have to convert the adjective into comparative degree. So the answer is Tim is more intelligent than Peter. Coming to the next example, China has dash. Many is the adjective, people than any other country. Here rule number 5 is applicable. Why? We learned that some adjectives do not form their positive degree when you change it to the comparative and superlative. So we learned many becomes more in comparative degree and most in superlative degree. So this answer is China has more people than any other country. Third example, cheetahs are dash. Fast is the adjective. Animal we can find. So we are talking only particularly about one animal, and we have to change it to the superlative degree. Cheetahs are the fastest animal we can find. Here rule number 1 is applicable. Fourth example is eating fruits and vegetable is dash. Healthy is the adjective than eating burgers. Rule number 2. Why? The positive degree ends with the letter Y. So what you have to do? We have to drop the Y, and it's a comparison between two things. So we are changing into comparative degree. So we drop the Y and add IER. So the sentence becomes like this: eating fruits and vegetable is healthier than eating burger. Now the fifth example. Chennai is dash hot is the adjective than Bangalore. Here the rule number 3 is applicable. Why? The positive degree adjective of one syllable word. Hot is one syllable word. Ends with a vowel plus a consonant. Yes. O is the vowel and T is a consonant. So what we have to do? We have to double the ending consonant and add ER. Why? We are comparing two places. So it becomes Chennai is hotter than Bangalore. The last example, Greenland is dash. Large is the adjective. Island in the world. Here, rule number 1 is applicable. We are talking about a particular island in the world, that is Greenland. And the adjective ends with the letter E at the last. So, when we are changing the adjective into superlative degree, we add the word the, because we are speaking about a particular island. So the sentence becomes, Greenland is the largest island in the world. I hope all of you understood the degree of comparison of adjective. Along with this, I have given you the notes, grammar notes. Copy down neatly in your notebook. All the rules, all the 5 rules also I have given. I will be explaining it during the online class also. There's an activity given for you. I will discuss the activity during our online class and clear all your doubts during that time. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe.